Para para pam pam. Hello, hello, hello. I'm nearly ready. Well, I think I am. I think I am ready. Let me see. Yup. Yup. Okay, okay, okay. Um, yes, I think we can go. Go. Let me see. Yep. Hello, everyone. Good evening, good afternoon. Welcome to another stream of Plane Shift. We are working on the mini game for fishing, where it starts to have a good structure. So it has two phases. First phase where you have to catch the fish, meaning having it, bite properly the hook, and then another one where you have to just bring it towards you, right? So there are two phases, and I would say that at the moment the mini game is fairly easy, but I can change the difficulty quickly, because just a matter of adding more steps or increasing the speed, or shortening the time you have to actually press a key. So I think the structure of the game is kind of fine. I will have to tweak it quite a bit to actually reach kind of a playable, state. But I don't know. I mean, at first, I don't know when I will do that. So first, I want to do a bit of adding more content, and in particular, I was working on adding the fishes that I selected. We selected together actually some time ago, right? And yeah, so these fishes are already. Some are already in a real engine, like this one, but the problem is that they're all using different skeletons and different animations, right? And it is something that I'm always very cautious about. Let me just check if my microphone is going crazy as usual or not. Microphone is going crazy as usual or not. No, seems to be good. Okay, nice. And so yes. So what we will do tonight is to actually import all the fish in and ensure that they are properly rigged on the same skeleton, because at the end the fish, the only thing he has to do is to move a bit, the body and the tail, and they can move pretty much all the same way, at least for now. Then if we want to have different animations in the future, we could, but it's not really important for now. So we will have two sets, because we cannot have all the fishes with one single skeleton, right? So that would be hard, because there are some fishes that are quite small, different shape, right? So I'm trying to have two fishes, two skeletons. So the long fishes and the short fishes, and so I'm trying to do that. And so for example, this guy is already using the common skeleton. And if you want to see the skeleton, that's it. So it's fairly simple. Consider that you have only to consider the pyramids, right? The others are just the ending point. So there's not a lot of bones, but I think it's not required to have more than this. And yep, so we can have this fish, we can have this fish, which was actually the original one, right? And this one. So Now, actually, for this one, we have kind of two variations, and I will have to decide if I want to use the variations or not. So there is this fish, and then there is this one, which is basically the same with a different nose, right? If you look at, so it's the same texture, it's the same fish, right? Just with a different nose, but actually it characterizes it quite a bit. So I think we may, I mean, if we change the texture a bit, and if we move the fins maybe slightly, it may become a different fish, right? It may become a different fish. So for now, I'm keeping them both, and I will see how we can call the second one, right? But I find it interesting. I think is nice. We can even maybe exaggerate the bottom part more if we want, right? To make it even more round here at the bottom. And then maybe change a bit the texture. The easiest for me would be to change the fins, because coloring the fins is very easy, while changing the body is not that easy because it fades into the head, right? And so it's harder. I mean, it's kind of easy to change the eyes and the fins because they already stand out, right? They already separate from the rest of the texture. So I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. But first I want to import all the fishes that we have, and yeah, and reach a point where we have enough. Okay, so at the moment we have three long ones and one short, which is this red eye. And this one I already did the test to actually export the skeleton, modify the mesh in Blender, and import it again, right? So now what I have to do, I have to reopen the marketplace and see what were the other fishes and see if we can adapt them. So there was one which was very big, and this one probably, which is called grouper. Yeah, exactly, this guy. This guy in theory is huge, right? So in our case, I don't think we will use it as it is for real. But yeah, but definitely will be bigger than the others. So what I have to do, I mean, the easiest way, right, instead of doing the retargeting and all of that, we go kind of crazy. The easiest way is actually to just export the why this thing is not open the way it should. Let me do it like this, which is a bit simpler actually. Yeah, so grouper. Okay, so if I do that and then I import in the long ones, right, because this will be a long one. This, yes, yeah, as you can see, is like 4 times, right, the other fish, but I will change that. First thing I want to see is if we have the same problem of, yeah, of vertices not being properly merged. So I'm going to merge the vertices now, like I did, and I think that's pretty good. We will probably have to set, you see here that there is a bit of a mismatch in the... I mean, at least this needs to be sharp, right? Otherwise it will look pretty bad. I don't know why it's not actually. Yeah. We may revise the sharp later on. I don't want to spend time on it right now, but definitely that's something that we can make this fins slightly bigger, right? You see that they are super thin. I mean, they're thin at the point that they don't even look real, right? We can scale them slightly. I mean, not much, but just to say, you know. Yeah. And yeah, and the skeleton for this guy we are going to completely remove, right? So let me see how many polygons is this? It's 1.5. I think we have the eye that is super detailed for whatever reason. I don't know why. I mean, the eye is actually like micro, right? So, and he has like, I don't know, 300 polygons just on that, but the rest seems to be good to me. The geometry is very nice. It's a very nice geometry. And the only problem is the position of the mouth, right? Because this guy has the mouth open and we need him with the mouth closed. So I will probably have to modify the mesh and close it, because probably the animation, I don't know if the animation is closing the mouth. I mean, for sure in this case it is, but in the other case, I think he's not, right? No, in fact he's not. So this animation is assuming that the mouth is already closed. Yeah, it is. So I will have to before the rig, I will have to do that. Okay. Okay, fine. So let's separate this from the armature because we don't need it anymore. I'm going to remove the armature completely. I'm going to delete the armature. And long fishes. I think that's a group. We can leave the group like it is. Now I think if I animate it this big, right, compared to the other fishes that are that small, I think we are going to be in trouble. Also, this guy needs to be centered, right? And at the moment, really is not centered in any possible way. So, I think the first thing I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna move it. I'm just gonna move it so that pretty much is centered in the middle. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it needs to be like in the middle of this, right? So something like that. So like this is pretty much in the middle. Then the other thing we need to do, we need to close the mouth. And closing the mouth, I think will not be super easy because it's not super easy, no. I mean, we can do it, but it needs some care, right? If we don't destroy. We don't destroy the geometry. Because the geometry of this fish is pretty good. But yeah, we need it with a closed mouth. So we will rotate this up. I don't think we can rotate this down because it will significantly mess up with the shape of the top, right? So I think the only thing I can do is to actually move this up with this as the pivot point, right? What? Sorry, wrong one. Okay, so we could close it like this. Now the only question is that too much, right? Or should we move also? I mean, at the moment we are not changing the UV, right? So the UV stay as they are. I think I need to relax it a bit. And I think also we need probably to change these points here in the middle. I mean, no, I mean these ones, right? The one that belong to the upper part of the mouth, I think they have to go up a bit. Yeah. And probably now and this guy would never open the mouth, I guess, at least not for now, but I feel that we can close a bit this thing from the top. Let me try. I don't know if it will look fine or not. Let me try anyway. So we will set like the cursor there and try to it's not looking very good actually. I mean, I can do this and this, right? And probably is enough. I don't want to do too many changes to the geometry because I don't want to ruin it. But I think like this is cool. The mouth is closed enough to look reasonable, right? And yeah. Okay, let's try like this. So let me save it, and now we need to merge it pretty much with this skeleton, right? Unfortunately, it's called Bone 001, which is super annoying, but I'm not gonna change it. So we need to merge it with one of the pre-existing fishes, like this one, right? So let me just check the texture, Goliath grouper, okay. So we'll just do a Control J to merge it. So considering that one is actually, no, but wait a second. Before that, I need to decide the scale, because we cannot go with this scale, right? We cannot go with this scale. And also I want to change the eyes. Yeah, the eyes are like stupid resolution. I don't want to have the stupid resolution, really. I think I will do this. I will really separate this in another mesh, and then I will just decimate it. And I mean, you can decimate it like, I don't know, 0.3 or yeah, or even 0.2. I mean, it doesn't really, right? Yeah, exactly. The only problem is the UV. I mean, how much the UV are going to be destroyed. But I don't think there is a big deal. Yeah, they should be fine. They look fine. I cannot. Why? I change it to Z. Yeah, I think it's fine. Okay, so we can merge that again. And now we need to decide the size of this guy. I think I have to bring it to the sides of the other fish and then scale it. The problem of scaling it in the game is that we have already... I mean, I want this to be bigger from the start, right? But but like if I do it that big, will the animation work, right? Because the movement, I think this would be kind of a good size. So it's a very big fish, but we can also go like this. I don't know actually if I want to specify the scale in the database or the... Because in the database at the moment we are specifying the weight, right? Weight from 0.5 to 1 kilo, for example. But should I also have the scale so that when we are scaling based on weight, we decide what is the normal scale of the model? I think I have to. Because we may decide a certain fishes are just bigger, right? And they're just bigger as a base. So if I put the scale here in the database, and then we scale everything based on that value, this guy, for example, will have a 2. And then it means that here in the animation, I can actually bring him to the same sides, right? Like this, and then just scale it in game. Which is probably a better idea, actually. I mean, it's cleaner, right? I think it's cleaner. Because we have the model properly set for this skeleton. And yeah, probably this is what I'm gonna do. Yeah, I think this is what I'm gonna do. I think it's probably the best idea. Because otherwise the rotation will look pretty bad. And also it gives me the possibility to change the size in case we want. Like we could have 2 fishes with 2 different... yeah, I need the scale there. And we will have the mid scale. We will have the mid scale. So for example, if a guy says scale 2 is the normal one, and then I have a 0.1 to 1 of weight, then what do I do? I just add I have to think about that though, to make it even, right? It is kind of a big decision, because when I do it, then I don't want to redo them all, right? So if I do like 20 fishes, but yeah, I think if I do it this way, right, with the skeleton being that small, I think will be pretty bad. Will move pretty bad, right? So I don't think I really have the choice. I think I have to make it this scale. And also, well, vertically, the only thing that we need to be sure is that the mouth, right, is matching the mouth bone, and this will have to be reweighted. Okay, I think we are good then. So I will join. I will separate again. And now we will have I usually do this trick of joining and separating so that I get the same armature, right, with the same weight. At least the basic weight should be here, which probably now will not be correct, but we can go and weight paint and see what happens. First thing we have to understand is if the bones are actually correct, right? So if the bones that we have here, which are actually very few in this case, right, are all the one represented. You see that this already has kind of a weird numbers. So the 11 seems to be the same. The 13 also seems to be the same, so that's very good. So the mouth is already mapped. But then we don't have a 14. We don't have a 14. So one bone is completely ignored, right? Yeah, and actually these two have 0 weight at the moment, which might be fine actually. Then we have a 15, yep, a 16, a 17, an 18, and a 19, and then everything else is not existing, right? So all this we need to delete. These were all bones that were existing in the in another skeleton, right? So we just delete everything here, and then we just have to be sure that oops, what happened? Just have to be sure that we are waiting at least the end of the fish on the last bone, otherwise the tail will stay separate, right? It's not what we want. And that every piece is pretty much, you know, weighted. We have to ensure that every piece is weighted properly. And there is a bit of a transition between one bone and the other, like this. Yeah, so there is a yellow, green, right? So that he will move. Like, for example, this fins seems to be completely off. I think the reason is that they were probably animated separately, right? And I understand that. I mean, in a big fish, probably these fins were moving, right? Separately. Unfortunately, we don't have that with this model. So the fins, these fins will go 100% on this bone. This may not be very easy to do considering the position. But we will try, because we need to have 100% coverage. Otherwise the fins will just move weirdly in the water. We just detach from the body. Right? Something like that, I don't know. I mean, doesn't have to be perfect, but they have to, I mean, everything needs to be covered. And then we have the front part, which I assume at the moment is okay. So let's see what happens with this, right? Let's see what happens. Maybe that's enough already. So if I go back to object mode, I export this to FBX and we call it grouper, right? And we have only the selected object, geometry edge, and we have without only the deformed bones, yeah. So now if I go back into my project, I created a completely new directory because it was getting a bit messy with all the tests on retargeting. So all the good fishes are under this new fish. Then we will change it in the future, but for now. So what I have to do, I have to select my, and you know what? I think I'm gonna change the name so we are sure that now I don't remember if it's this one. No, it's this one because it's under new fish. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Fuck. We have the same problem of the bone 001. I guess. No. What? Wait a second. There is something. I got the other one. Okay, so that skeleton is fucked. Okay, I understand. So this skeleton here is actually bad, huh? Okay, let me let's do some cleanup because oh, it is possible. Both are used by the bobber. Yeah, probably. Let me try to... Yeah, this one actually I don't know. But at the moment my skeleton is still the one inside meshes mackerel rig, right? These two. So not this one, but this one. Fuck. He's not importing it. He's not importing it. I don't know why. Considering that I have mapped it, right? to the same skeleton that I am using with, I mean, unless there are additional, let me see, unless there are additional bones in this list. 11, well, we're missing 12 actually, but the fact that we are missing one should not be a problem as long as we don't have a bone that does not exist, right? 16, 17, 18, 19. So this seems to all be good, so I'm wondering... I'm wondering why... This is very strange. In theory, should be working properly. I don't understand why. Don't understand why. Selected object. Grouper FBX. Grouper FBX. Am I importing the right one or what? Ah, no, I'm not importing the right one. Wait, why? Huh? No, wait. Wait a second. Oh my god. I export in a completely different place. Okay, here. Yeah, I was importing something else. Okay, good. So it will be working now, hopefully. With the second skeleton, yeah. Okay, fine. It worked now. Okay, fantastic. So... the first thing we can do, we can change the texture. Do we have the texture of the grouper here? Nope, because we exported it from the other project, I guess. So we have to... I can do this. I can migrate, right? It's fine. I can migrate. Even if this means we will have some double stuff, right? But now we have the material. Exactly. Which is a very nice texture, by the way. I really like it. Didn't check exactly the sides. The eye also looks okay. Yeah. The eye looks good. Okay, so the only thing I want to remove, because it gave me some trouble in the past, is the physics asset, right? Because the physics asset actually are the ones that are determining the collision, right? Yeah, and you can see it is different, so we don't really care about that because this guy is not going to collide with anything. So at this point we can delete this too. Okay, and now we have our grouper. Now the problem is to see if the animation looks okay. Yup, it does. Well, the head actually is moving a bit too much, but yeah, that is due to our UV. So the UV is really a bit too rough, you know, between these two pieces, as you can see, and the result is that the head is moving a lot. Right? Well, the head is, it looks like is split here, and that split is yeah, pretty much this split, right? So there is not enough yellow, let me say, between here and here. Probably there are even some areas that are like zero weighted, right? But you know, for now it's okay. I mean, it's okay. I'm not gonna fix that. Yeah, but you see there are some parts that, yeah, maybe this part we need to fix. There are some parts that seems to be not weighted at all. Yeah, that's not good actually. So let me do a run of 0.03 is okay. Everywhere here. So that we get at least some weight. And then, yeah, and then I would also probably do another 0.3 here, or 0. Well, that's fine. I mean, it doesn't really matter. I mean, we are not gonna use this for any complex stuff, right? So, at least at the moment. And if you want to refine it in the future, we could. But yeah, I think like this is more than enough. I think it will look already better. Yeah, he's missing now. There is not anymore that lies completely. But I mean, it still looks a bit. But it's good. It's good. It's good. Let's leave it like that. Let's leave it like that. I think it already looks better, right? And yeah, it's a very nice fish. I see a problem, big problem there. There is something not weighted, you see? There is part of this fin that is not weighted on anything, right? And is generating that weird effect. Okay, so that we need to fix. We have to fix. This is probably, yeah, this part. Well, actually, the back, yeah. You see, this part of the back is not, it's not weighted at all. It's not what I wanted to do, but okay. Yeah, something like that. I think it's fine. As long as all the points are weighted, we are fine. We want to keep this fairly easy. Misclicked. Let's try again. Grouper. Import. Yeah, now the thing is moving properly. Okay, good. Okay, good. So we have this new guy. The mouth I think looks okay. Yeah, and it's good that we closed it, otherwise it would have stayed open all the time, right? And I think it's okay. Yeah, if you could animate the fins, you know, to actually open and close, and I mean, that would be nice, but I think it's a bit too much work for a little gain, right? So we're not gonna do it. Okay, so this guy is officially in. So looking at the long fishes, right? Because this one are very small, and I have to decide what to do. I mean, I think that this guy probably will go together with these other guys. I think that the long ones, we still have this one, the perch, the pike, and so basically what we did this guy. Oops, we did this guy. We did this guy, we did this guy, this guy, this guy, and this guy, right? So I think that we need the two in the middle, including the carp. Now the carp. I think the carp, I only had it in Blender. The carp. I have to find it again. So I think I moved all the fishes. Carp, there it is. Okay, fantastic. And there is also carp low poly. Things for the fish is new. Things for the fish is new. Yeah, the easiest for me is to just open a new Blender, open up that one, and then just ensure that we have, okay. Yeah, I just want to ensure that I think there is a bit of an overlap right here in this thing. So I don't know why they are so at the limit, right? So I think we need to open them up a bit, right? So I don't understand why they are like zero sides, just to, you know, make things harder. Yeah. Doesn't need to have a lot of distance, but just a bit. And also we want to be sure that this is not crossing into... I think it's okay. I don't understand what I'm looking at here though. Is this a back facing? Is this back facing or... No, it's not. Okay, fine. I think this one is good. This one we can import as is. Yeah. Okay, so I have no idea about the sides, but this one does not have a skeleton. But we will copy it into this and see. Okay, looks like it's super small. So let me try to scale it 100. Yeah, I think it's 100 is its size. Okay. So now I think we can hide this big guy. We can bring back our default fish, which is this guy. Is it too small? Yeah, maybe. Maybe it's a bit too small. So I think I will scale it just... I mean, it's a kind of a different proportion, right? I don't know if I have to put this one on the small guys and not on the long guys. It's kind of a bit of a different proportion because this one is kind of high, I mean taller and shorter. Well, for sure than this guy, but I mean, if we keep it in this file, we may have significant issues on the mouth positioning, right? Unless I really scale it up a lot, like this. And if I do it like this, I think it will work. But I think the other thing that we said is that the mouth should have been on the 0 level. Ah, fuck, I forgot about this. Completely forgot about it. Yeah, because for the hook, right? For the hook, the mouth needs to be at 0 level. Well... Didn't think about that. Didn't think about that. Okay, I will start from now. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but it should be at least, you know, in that range, pretty much. Okay, so we will have it this way. And this guy should not have any modifiers. And let me just see the material. Yeah, the material is carp. Okay, so it's easy to identify. So if I join and yeah, I don't want to lose the UV, so I have to be sure that the UV channel okay. Otherwise, we were losing the UV completely, which is not a good idea. Fine. Yeah, now this one will have a pretty weird mapping. Oh fuck, the mouth is open. Nope, we need to close the mouth. There's no way. We need to close the mouth before the... Fuck. Before the merge. again now. Yeah, we have to close the mouth before that, because I mean, this mouth is not very, but it is open, right? It is really open. It's not very easy though, because I think I need to bring down the top and I need to bring up the bottom. I need to bring back this. So closing this mouth is not easy at all. Ay, 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 ay. But maybe, you know what I will do? I will just remove completely these feelers, this thingies, right? Temporarily. I mean, I will just hide them temporarily so that I don't mess with them, right? And then this is not easy at all, because, well, we will do it progressively, okay? So we will do it slowly and progressively, but I think will not be very simple. I think I need to use the this guy, the proportional editing. Where the hell is the? Where the hell is the? I don't understand. Okay, it is. Okay, it is. Yeah, it was really large, like insanely large. So the idea may be to rotate. To rotate a bit this way. And to rotate a bit this way now. Is this good? I don't know. I think this may be fine. I mean, I destroyed it a bit, but I don't think it's dramatic. I think it's fine. Yeah. I think it's okay. Now, I may have done some damages to the UV down here, but they were probably already damaged in that place, so I would not be too concerned about that. Okay. Okay, I think he has a semi-closed mouth. I mean, it's not closed, but I think is good enough. Yep. So now that we have this, which we like more than the previous, we can go back to the merge and to the split. So that we inherit the armature. And now And now we can just see the weight, right? So I need the bones on. You can just see the weight. I mean, the weight on the mouth will be wrong because you see that it's a bit farther away, but it's not a problem. I mean, we don't care about that actually. So we just have to be sure that in terms of vertex groups, we have the bones that actually are declared on this skeleton. And so I need my bone 11, bone 13, 14, well, 14 we say we don't use, 15, 16, 17. But yeah, this, it seems that it did not get... Oh my god, this guy has a million things that are completely wrong. No, we have to redo it. Okay. So I mean, redo it. We have to weight it because you see that it's completely off. He has a million bones that actually do not correspond to anything that we have. So I'm just going to delete them all. Actually. Because this fish probably had originally a very complex skeleton. And now we're using a super simple one, which is always the best. Go with the simplest and see. Now, the only thing I would like to be sure is that we are using the proper bone for the mouth, right? Yeah, good point. So I want to do it exactly like all the other fishes. So let's take this fish. Sorry, why I have... because this one has not been named yet after the merge, right? I want to be sure that we use the same bone for the mouth, just in case that maybe in the future, you know, we are going to... Oh, I cannot select. What's going on? Hello? What is happening? I cannot select the bone. Okay, select it manually. So the mouth, the bottom mouth is 13 and the upper one is 11. You see it is not even correct, but anyway. 13, 11. 13 down, 11 up. Okay. Why I cannot select the bones anymore? What is going on? Oh. Sometimes Blender is weird and decides that, but it's very strange. I'm in object mode and I'm in object mode, yeah. Then I select my bones and my mesh. I go in weight paint. And now in theory with control shift, but it's not control click, I should be able to select, you know, this guy, but it's not doing it. Probably because it's not here in the vertex. Yeah, but if I select... because probably it's taking it when you assign the armature. Okay, I understand. I think by deleting them, I did good and bad. I mean, I did good because now we start from a clean position, but it's bad because this guy doesn't have, right? I mean, it's already his parent, right? But it's not having... What is the difference between this and this? Because usually I've been using the armature modifier, right? But it seems that this one is a slightly different modifier. Why? I don't think there is another. I think it's that one. Why is showing red? Is showing red maybe because I don't have an object selected? Okay, that could be. Ah, yes, just because. Ah, yeah, just because I didn't have the selected. Okay, fine. So now in theory I have all the vertex groups. No, I don't. So it's exactly like before. Okay. You know what I will do? I will just start to paint and see. I mean, it doesn't let me select. It's super annoying. And if I select this, it's going to... Bro, please, I don't have time to spend the debugging whatever, right? So please. Why the vertex group are not automatically created by parenting this thing to the armature? Why? Why is not automatically adding the... why added only like bone 13? Like, totally random, right? Why? Okay, let me do this. Let me reparent this. So we will do Control P and we will do armature deform with automatic weights. Holy fuck. That's not a good idea. Do we have a different orientation from this fish to the other? I don't think so, because we I did the join, right? So this guy should have exactly the same rotation as any other. In reality, that's not true. That is actually not true. How is this possible? No, it is true. It's the armature that is a different rotation. Yeah, exactly. The fact that the armature has a rotation is not very nice, but fuck. Why is doing that? No, this is not good. This is not good. I mean, it's already parented, right? So you see that this is already the parent of that. But it seems that when I do it again... the fish moves. I mean, I could zero out the rotation on this particle on this, right? But I don't know if then when I import it again into Unreal, if I modify the basic rotation, right, this is going to mess up my export. And this is really what I don't want. Well, we can try. Let's just do it and see what happens. So if I Control A all transform on the armature, and then we do an export again of our Goliath grouper, right? Goliath grouper, and then I import it again. If he rotates, it didn't rotate actually. It didn't rotate actually, which is kind of nice. But yeah, you see the animation is all fucked. Look at the fish now. Fantastic. Beautiful. Yeah, that is caused by the rotation, definitely. So the answer is we cannot do that. We cannot, because this rotation is actually yeah, we should probably have removed it at the beginning so that we had a clean, right? Yeah, that would have been a good idea, actually. Let me just see if my grouper is back into normal shape. Yeah, now it's back into normal shape. So, okay. So we cannot do that. Oh my god. Constraints all the time. Yeah, we cannot do that. So we cannot just reparent because this thing is actually a rotation that I cannot zero out. Otherwise, it's not working in Unreal anymore. But still, I need my carp fish, right, to have all the proper groups. So if I merge it again, okay, let me try to merge it again now. Maybe if I merge it, let me merge it again now. Okay, so if I merge it now, it's gonna take, why is taking all these million groups? That is what I don't understand. Wait a second. Is this base shit having a million groups? Oh yes. Ah, that's why then. Ah, oh my god. Okay, I didn't notice this. So actually this guy, which is the one that I was using as a reference, right? In weight paint mode, you see that he has so many additional bones. Because the only ones that we use are 11, 13, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. Everything else we don't use. And so you know what? I think I'm going to delete them all. Look at how many bones he had originally. It's just stupid. There is actually a bone 14, but it's not the same name, so that's not gonna work. Okay. So I think like this, we will actually fix it. So we have to arrive until 19. Okay, so now this guy, I can export it again. This guy is the mackerel re-export. I think it's this guy. Mackerel re-export. Yeah. Let me do anyway import with new file just for and so now if I want to see my uh-oh. What? Wait a second. He's using the right skeleton. Yep. He's using the right skeleton. So why I cannot... He's not this guy. The problem is that he's not this guy. He's not this guy. So this one is using... He's using the right skeleton though. Okay, maybe I should not care about it because it works. So should not fix something that works, right? But in theory, this one is not being exported. But he's using the right skeleton, so I think we don't care. As long as he's using the right one, I think we don't care. I guess, but you know what? Just to be sure, I'm going to use the salmon, which is cleaner than that one. Exactly. I'm gonna do this. Just because I want to be sure that we don't mess up. Okay, so now... So now our carp should have, hopefully, yep, all the vertex, okay, now is correct, now is correct. Now he has all the vertex groups for each bone on the armature. Hello, Funner, you're gambling 1000, ouch! Slot 2000, slot you won or lost, I don't know, I never understood. Sometimes the slot say did you win but you lose, I don't know. Spending money, huh? Okay. Okay, so now that we have this, we can finally weight paint this guy with the proper bones. Yeah, they will be all empty, and it's fine. And we said that 13 is the bottom part of the mouth, right? So we are going to paint only the bottom part this way. If I can go... If I can go back facing, would be a bit easier because so I do both sides. Cannot do it. I think there is a way to say, yeah, excluding front face only, right? So this will also do the other side, hopefully. Let me see if it's true. Fuck, it's not true. Why? I remove front face only. Please don't have me do it twice. Okay, I think he will have me do it twice. But anyway, 11 is the top, right? So here, I think here we can go 1. Anyway, it will be normalized. So even if I do this, right, it will be normalized. But I really need to go through, guys. So how can I go through? Brush. I removed the front face only, right? Space, dots, fell off, cursor. And I have my X-ray on. So why is not doing it both sides? No idea. Probably takes me more time to figure out why it's not doing it than just fixing it. But, yeah. Most likely. Okay, 15. Who is 15? This is 15. So 15 should take pretty much all of this. And I'm doing it a bit rough, right? But it's okay. So it's just a fish like moving back and forth. So it's not... that is 16. I need a bigger, way bigger radius. Yeah. And if we have a bit of yellow and green, I mean a bit of transition is better so that the... okay, I think it's fine. I think it's doing it now. Is it doing the back facing now? Probably because I have a bigger tool. Maybe with a bigger tool it does it. No, it doesn't. Okay, GG. Then we do this one. And I'm going very rough, right? But I think it should be enough. Okay. So if we do, now the only thing that I don't know is the mouth, inside the mouth, right? If there is any. Yeah, I think the polygons inside the mouth, unfortunately, have not been colored in any way. That is kind of a problem. Even if it's not moving much, right? But the mouth, if it's just zero weight, it may really bug out. So everything should have some weight. Okay. Fine. I hope like this is okay. We cover everything well. Somehow we do. Okay. I think this should be fine. Okay, let's see if it works and how it moves. And if it looks okay. So this one will be our new fish, will be a carp fish. Under new fish, yep. The only thing we have to be sure here is that we select the proper skeleton, and we said that the proper skeleton is the one under the pack still, right? So this one. Okay, it was imported properly. Now here we don't have the texture. We don't. No, we don't. We don't have the texture because the texture was only. Well, actually, it is here, but was not exported properly. Because it's yeah, because it was packed. No, we have to unpack all of this. Okay, so if we unpack all there is, because this fish had all the textures inside. Right, so let me try to export it again, and maybe now Unreal Engine will be smarter, and it will import also the textures. Yes, it did. You are amazing. You are amazing, Funner. I say I lost at the slots. I say good thing I'm using game point instead of real life cash. Yeah, that's very good. Ouch, another 2,000. No, 5,000. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're going broke. Yeah, then we have all the other discussion about the textures. At the moment, I didn't look at the textures. Like this one is 4K. I mean, for a fish, we don't really want a 4K texture. I mean, it's beautiful, I understand, but 4K texture for a fish, no thank you. And I guess also the normal map is 4K. So we will reduce that. Plus we have a roughness map. We can do it now, by the way. I think 1K is more than enough. Yeah, let me remove the, what is this? This is a metallic map actually. Nope, I think we don't want it. Okay, let me do it now so I don't forget. So we will remove the roughness map, and for this two we'll just we will just reduce them. I think 4K is ridiculous. I mean, it's a fantastic texture, but I mean, it's still nice, right? You will never look at the fish. Well, you may, but I don't care. I don't want to fuck up our game just for, you know, crazy texture, and then people cannot load stuff, so... I mean, not on a fish. You may say, no, no, go 2K, go 2K. Well... Carp 9, low, well, 1K. So it is 16 times less than before. You may say, no, I want the best carp ever. Sorry, that is the underscore n. Okay. So we I think we still look nice. Obviously will not look amazing like it was, but it will still look okay. So we go without metallic and without roughness. Okay, and our carp now looks. Let me just remove the physics asset because we don't want it. And our carp now looks like this, right? Which is obviously way different than previously, but still pretty good as a fish, where you can go in. I think it's okay. I think it's super okay. Okay. No, why delete? I wanted to do save all. Okay, so now we also have the carp in, but we need to see if it moves actually. Does it move? Yes or no? Why I don't see the carp in the list of the preview meshes? That's scary. Probably because I loaded this before. Okay, let's say that is because I loaded it before. But it is a bit scary that for whatever reason I cannot see the animation. Why I cannot see the animation, boys? That's super bad. Why? Oh, he created a new skeleton. No. You didn't understand what to do, my friend. No. The skeleton is the one that we already have. No, it's not this. The skeleton is... Huh? Bro, why is doing this? Why is doing this? No, that is not good. Huh? That is not good. Going to redo it. Exactly. This needs to use this skeleton. Exactly. This skeleton. Maybe I didn't change it there? It is possible. Yeah, but now that we have everything done, it's quick to, you know, it's quick to redo. It's very quick. Yeah. Okay, now we have the animation. Yeah, I think I forgot to. Okay. 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 Yeah, the head is moving a bit stupid. But you know what? I don't want to spend too much time on this. Is okay. As long as the fish moves fine. Yeah, you know, this part in theory should be weighted more to the back, right? So that, but at the end it's just a fish moving, right? So it's not that we have to do it perfect, right? So the problem is that we have too less weight on the central bone, but it's fine. I would say let's leave it like that. Let's not spend time in useless stuff. So we already have, you know, little time. $5,000, you want 10,000? Oh my god, it was risky. That was risky. And this is usually what happens, right? Because you do that, and then you say, then when I bet a lot, I win a lot. And so the next time you say, maybe I should go 10,000, right? You go 10,000 and you lose it all. And then you go, no, I lost it. Now I need to recover. Let's do 15,000. And you lose again, right? And this is the spiral that brings you down to being broke. You know? Yeah, that's how it goes. That's how it goes. And then you go to zero and you tell yourself, why I ever decided to do that 5,000, right? When you are at zero, you look at yourself and say, no, why I did it? Okay, so this is done. So we have the carp fish as well. This took a bit because this one was completely new. So we didn't have the Unreal Engine model, anything. So this is done, right? We have the perch to do now. This guy we should have in Unreal already. So in theory it's faster. Hopefully, I don't know. Let's see. So that guy is here. And I think the first thing I'm gonna do, he also has the open mouth, fuck. He also has the open mouth, so we need to fix it. Fine. So we exported right in the same place under no, not there, not there. Yeah, here, exactly, yeah. And then we we do that, and then we import it, right? We imported perch fish. The size is kind of reasonable. Okay, so the first thing we do, we detach from parent, keeping transformation, we delete the new skeleton that we brought in because we are not going to use it. We decided to move it in a way that is kind of matching, and I think we're also going to scale it down a bit. Yeah, because I think the scale I will do it later. I will do it fully in Unreal. So basically all the fishes will be the same size here in Blender, so that it match with the skeleton and the animation, and then we're gonna scale them instance by instance, and I think that's the best choice actually. Okay, so now I just need to be sure that we have the same UV map name. Yes, we do. We have a lot of bones, but we don't care about that. I want to check if the geometry is fine. But doing a merge by distance. Okay, now it should be fine. The mouth, yeah, we need to close the mouth though. Fuck it. Yeah, that takes a bit of time. It's a very nice shape, I really like it. It's very different from the others, so I think we will make a good, good variation. I mean, it's closing, but not really. Okay, now it's closing. Okay, fine. Fantastic. We became fish editors in a day. Okay, so now that we have this, what do we do? We merge it with our salmon guy. Maybe. We merge it with our salmon guy. And then we split it again so that we inherit the armature, right? Okay. And now what? And now I need to check the and now I need to check with the bone structure. I need to check the weight, right? Yeah, I need to check the weight. And we have to see if we have more bones that we need. So we have 11, we have 13, that's already good. We have 15, which is a bit too much to the side. I cannot select the bone again, I don't know why. I don't know why sometimes this happen, right? You cannot select the bone. I don't know why. Because it was in pose mode? Is that the reason? Please. Just work. It's not selecting the bone. I mean, I can select it here, but I wanted to see which bone was this one, right? Seems to be 15 actually. 17, 18, 19. So everything after 20 we don't have. So I'm just going to restrict it like this. And 19 should really have the whole tail, right? Otherwise, and 18, which is this guy, should have this whole part, right? 17 seems to be good already. 16 doesn't have enough of the front.
Our enemies will be undone.
Our enemies. Do we have enemies? I hope we don't. But yeah, you mean in case we do, right? In case we do. In case we have enemies, yeah, I understand. So this 15 is really wrong, right? Because this 15 is this, so it doesn't make any sense that is actually affecting that part of the body. So I think what I'm gonna do a 0 weight here. I don't know if it's a good idea, but yeah, because we have the 16 here anyway covering, so I think it's fine. And then 13 and yeah, the only thing that we have to be sure is that our 13 was the bottom though. No, 13 was the bottom. So it's the opposite of this. I mean, we are not really going to have the mouth open, but I think it would be nice in an animation, but so this should cover this pretty much. And in theory should not touch this bottom part, but I think it's kind of hard to do without undoing the top, right? So anyway, I'm gonna do it kind of rough like this. I mean, it's okay. I mean, just the fish. Okay, fine. So let's assume that it's okay and see what happens. I see there are yeah. The only thing we need to be sure is that all the vertices are actually weighted, right? We should have no vertices without weight. You may say, can Blender do it? I don't know, maybe it can. Okay, nice. I think it's good. Let's try to export it and see what happens. It is our perch fish. It's quite some work on these fishes. I mean, it's not like new fish. Why we have different lists now? No, it's this one. Yeah, it's this one. It's this one. Okay, also here we don't have the textures, but we have the texture on this side. So we can just, I guess we can just move it. And we can just use that texture instead of this one. Yeah. Now, I don't know if also this texture is super high resolution. We will see in a second. If it's 4K, we're gonna reduce it. But first I want to see if it moves, because that's the problem, and how it moves. Okay. Yeah, the front is always a bit fucked up. Like it moves too much. So that the head moves too much compared to this part of the neck, but it's okay. Are there any parts that are not moving? No. Also, this one seems to have an insane resolution, right? When you go in, you see that it's very, very high resolution, which is fantastic, but I don't know if I want it this way, right? Like if you have 10 fishes on a table and everyone is like 4K and they are all different, it will be quite hard. I'm saving that for another day. Figure since I have points, might as well enjoy playing around with it. Yes, you should. Absolutely. There is 1K, so it's very reasonable actually. Also, this one is 1K. It was only that one that was crazy high, right? It was really crazy high. You know what I've seen is that even at 1K, this one looks very, very good. I think that the difference is probably that he has the specular, right? Let me see 1 second if we can improve our carp, because the carp was a bit more flat, right? And the reason is that I removed I think it's probably the roughness map that is doing. So he has a specular 0.5, metallic 0, and the roughness map, right? Let me see this carp fish instead, what he has. He has metallic 0, specular 0.5, and then in terms of roughness, he has a 0.5. So oh wow, this guy has a 0.5 opacity? What? You can see through this guy? Why? That seems to be a good idea. No, you cannot see through. You cannot. It's a beautiful fish, by the way. It's fantastic. I love the orange and the colors is beautiful. Yeah, I don't know why this guy has a 0.5 on opacity. I think it's a bad idea. Also because there is an opaque, right? So what does it do? I think nothing. Okay, let's try to reintroduce the let's try to reintroduce the roughness map on this guy. So the roughness map of that guy, where is it? Is he? Did I add that or not? No, I didn't have it actually. I was missing. I mean, it was actually a stupid texture like this. So he only had the fin at the back, but everything was empty. Okay, we cannot do it. It will look a bit different. Like this one looks more shiny than this one. It looks more shiny than this one. Yeah, it does. I mean, I can lower the roughness, but to 0.1. Yeah, maybe. Let me try like that. Yeah, a bit better actually. It's a bit more shiny. Okay, good. I think we are fine. Very nice fishes. Do you want to see them moving? I cannot do it now. Well, in theory I can. They are moving. Whip, 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 whip. Now they move exactly the same, right? So they have the same, exactly the same movement. Yeah, and you see that the other two have a bit of a better movement because the wall head, right? The wall head is weighted on the front bone, while in these ones that we did a bit quickly, right? Only the very front part of the head is weighted on the front bone, and so the result is a bit of that stupid, just the front part, the most prominent part of the face is moving back and forth, right, instead of everything. Yeah, I mean, if you really want, I can do it. I can fix it, right? It's not a big deal. I mean, it's not hard to do. It's just it's basically that I have to bring my 13. I think. I don't know if it's the 11 or the 13, but I think I need to bring yeah, probably the 11 more to the back, right? Like this. And to have my 15, which at the point is this one, yeah. My 15 there. Or even less, right? So this should probably be very, very little here. And now in theory, if I re-import it and we play again, potentially, let's see. Yeah, you see that now the wall block at the front is moving together. So the one at the bottom is more correct, right, than the one at the top, right? Because yeah, it looks way better actually. Okay, I'm gonna do it also for the carp then, because it really looks way better and it's a very easy fix. So I think we can do it, no problem. So we said we need this guy to go deeper, and we need 15 to be less and less here, and more, exactly, and more there. Okay. So I think again it's a very rough job, but the fish, luckily for us, the fish is kind of a stiff creature, right? So it looks, I mean, it doesn't move that much, so it's easy to animate. Yeah, much better. Now the head is moving in one chunk. Is it looks less stupid than before, for sure. Okay, nice. That is very, very good. That is very, very good. Okay, so we did also the perch. That was relatively quick. So we did this. So we have this, and this. Ooh, now we do the pike. Oh, I want to see this guy. I don't know if we need a different skeleton for it because it's a very long fish, and I don't know if will be enough, you know, to do it the way we did it up to now. So just with a shorter pike. So the first thing is that we migrate it so that we have all the texture and everything. Yep. The second thing that we do, we export it. I'm becoming slightly faster, I think, in doing this. After doing 3 or 4 fishes, I think I'm getting faster and faster. You know what? I'm starting to be scared because this file is very important. So I'm going to check it in Subversion in the current form because I really don't want to lose it. If something happens, you know, and my machine goes crazy and deletes everything. So where is this thing? Is under food fish. Is under food fish. And it's called new fishes. New fish is long, new fish is short. Okay. New fishes. Okay, I'm putting in Subversion so that at least is record. I mean, at least is there. Right, so we don't lose it anymore. Okay, so now we're gonna import our next guy. Where is it? Pike? Oh, wow. That's a freaking fish. Oh, wow. Okay, so we detach. We delete. Let me just be sure that we delete the right one. But yeah, considering the length, I think that is the right one. Yep. We check the geometry. We close the mouth and we reduce the eyes. The eyes are really crazy resolution. There is no reason for that. Really zero reason to have eyes that look at that, bro. Decimate. I don't know. Here we can go probably 0.1. Yeah, exactly. We join again. Okay, we join again. We have to close the mouth. We have to close the mouth. Wow, this mouth is huge. Right. Easiest job of my life. Okay, then what? Then we just check the texture. We merge it. The position. The position. Yeah, the position is very wrong here. So now the problem is that this guy, I don't know if this guy will actually move correctly if I put it on such a big, right, on such a big skeleton. So I think I will scale him down with the same idea, right? That we will then scale it up in Unreal, in game, basically. I mean, I can make it like this so that it is slightly. Yeah, maybe something like that. But it will be way bigger, right? This guy will be way bigger. But yeah, I think it will fit perfectly, actually. Okay, so we join. We select. Wait. We select. We separate. We delete the wrong texture. We delete the wrong texture. We go here, we hide, and now we wait, right? And we see what is going on. We delete all these additional bones. 11, 13 seems to be correct, but again, 11 is not getting enough of the face, right? And we want this to move together. And okay, then 15 is to start from here. All these mass guys for a fishing minigame. Oh my god. Anyway, it's kind of fun to do, so it's okay. Right. The center is not the center. This is why I'm rotating a bit stupid. Rotating a bit stupid, yeah. And then 19 is the last part. That should cover completely the tail. Okay. I think that is nice. Maybe I want to remove a bit of the 19 from here because I think it's really too much. Okay. In theory, right? In theory, it's done already. Let's see if it is also in practice. So there is pike. These ones are faster because they were already in Unreal and they had the same, pretty much the same setup. So all of them have the same setup, and so they are easier to bring in. I didn't carry the textures, but it's fine. We have the texture here. Yup. I like the side a lot of this guy. It's a beautiful creature, really. Beautiful creature. Okay, so now no, I have to see if he moves. I have to see if he moves. It does. Very nice. Very, very nice. Do you want to fish one of these guys right now just for fun? Okay, let's do it. To fish one of these guys is fairly easy. I just need to change inside my what is that? Inside my bobber or my fishing actor. I don't know. Probably my bobber. Mackerel. Yeah. This is Diablo music. Fantastic music. So we go pike in. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, let's try. I mean, it will be small though, right? It will be small, but because we didn't scale it the way. But in theory, if now I fish with the new sounds, by the way. It's going left. It's going down. It's going down. Aha, look at that. I got it. I got it. I got it. Yeah, I have to change the bobber. The bobber looks too fake, right? So we have to make it made of wood or something. I mean, I tried to make it wood, but it looks too fake. The texture really looks too fake. I have to change it. I think it's that green, probably. Probably the green needs to become brown. And the red probably needs to be darker. But the upper part is kind of okay. It's the lower part that really looks super fake, right? So I will change that. But yeah, we got it. Look at this. Look at this beauty. Look at that beauty. I think it will look fantastic when we will have it in our game, right? Because now the surrounding is all technological, right? But okay. Nice. I think I have to go soon. But yeah, so we have also the pike in. Fantastic. So pike is done. Now, what's left? I think of the long ones, we have everything, right? These are all the long fishes that we have. How big was this one that we catch? 1 kilo? So in theory we could have catch much bigger one. I want to try a much bigger one. Let me see, because I know how big it is. Oh, this one is super big. I know it before by looking at the parameters on the right. It's telling me. It's super big, but it's not much bigger than the one before. Why? It's kind of strange, huh? Maybe it is. Maybe it is. It's just that it looks... Because in theory the scale... Yeah, I think it's longer than the one I catch before. I think it is. But it can be way bigger than this. So we just have to define the scale, right? And it may be way bigger. Or smaller. Okay, so the pike is in. The pike is in. So now what we... so in theory now we have to do all the small fishes. Well, they are not... I mean, small... I mean, we may also have this fish big, but... well, I don't know. These fishes are usually smaller. Maybe let's start with this guy. This guy, I think we have in Unreal already. Or not? No. With this guy. This guy, I have no idea. Where is it? I mean, it's the same place as the carp. The carp was, yeah, exactly, was there. New fish is carp. Let me search it. La la. La la. Fishes, new fishes. Fish. Ah, there it is. I found it. New fish collection. I have already in Blender this thing. I have already in Blender this thing. Yeah, we're now the carp. The carp we did already, so we don't need it anymore. So we take, I think we take all the others, right? All these guys, and we move them to this file, which is the file where we have the short fishes. Uh-oh. They are huge. Well, we will have to find a good compromise in terms of size, but pretty much, yeah, pretty much that will be it. Okay. So, yeah, the only one missing the texture is the one that actually works already, but fine. So we have to ensure that all these fishes are... I don't think it will be a long work because they are all they are already set up, right? I mean, I just need to weigh them, fine, but using the same skeleton is super easy. Super easy. I'm just checking that all of them have the same UV map so that when we merge we don't lose the texture. And let's try to do one. Let's try to do one. Which one we like? Wow, this one is insane. This one is fantastic, bro. The texture seems to be kind of low quality though. Yeah, texture is kind of low quality. We can upscale it if it's below 1K. Probably it's 500. I mean, looking at the texture like that, it looks more like a 500. But okay. So we don't have names. Oh fuck, we don't have names for any of them. Ah, we need the names. We need the names. No. So the angel fish, right? It cannot be called angel because in our world there are no angels. So how do we call the angel fish? I have no idea. Okay, let's do the clownfish, which actually will be called jesterfish, because in medieval times there are no clowns, there are jesters, right? So let's do this guy. Let's do this guy. So the only thing that we need him to be oh fuck, I need an open mouth? I cannot believe it. No, this is a disaster. This is a disaster if I need an open mouth. No. Fuck. No, I'm gonna redo the one with the mouth closed then because I cannot change 20 fishes. Like I change only one. Yeah, because this guy is actually modeled right with an open mouth, but then the animation I think has it with a closed mouth, right, or nearly closed mouth. Yeah, exactly. So if I use the same skeleton, well, I could not. Yeah, I can avoid waiting on the lower bone, and I fix the problem. Yeah, that's probably a solution. Let's do it like that. Fuck it. Yeah, that's way simpler actually. That's way simpler. So yeah, I mean, it's not perfect, but who cares? Nothing is perfect in plane shift, so it's okay. Now the only problem is a bit of the scale, though, because sorry, where is the? Huh? Yeah, exactly. Now, I think I have to scale it up significantly because it needs to be, you know, yeah, it needs to, yeah. And then we will make it smaller in the game. But if you want to use properly, right, the skeleton, it needs to be like this, right? It needs to be like this. So I guess everything else needs also to scale up. No. Actually, I don't know how much, but pretty much. Well, maybe a bit less. Okay, I think I will do one by one anyway. I will probably do one by one. Okay, so now that we have this, we check the geometry, right? The geometry of these fishes is smaller. I mean, it's like a bit rougher than the others because they are smaller fishes. So, but I think it's fine. Yeah, they spent like all the geometry here on this fin. But anyway. And then we do the merge as usual, right? So we do the merge. We do the split. And we delete the wrong texture, this texture is named weird, but anyway, it's name 11. Let's call it fish 11 at least. Yeah, the only problem is that when you merge it like that, the name changes, right? It's a bit annoying. But anyway. So now, yeah, I will not use the bottom bone at all. So number sorry, 22, 21, 20 do not exist. Exactly. Bone, why they are ordered in a freaking weird way? Okay, but anyway, 11 is the head, right? So we just go 11. Right? We just go 11 on the head, full. Then we go, so we ignore 13 and 12, and then we go directly 15. Directly 15. And then we go 16. Yeah, it's a bit rough, I know. It is not exactly a precision job. Um, 17. $18. Okay. And 19 for the tail. And that's it. This guy should move. Hopefully. Okay. Now I have to remember that this guy is, so this is tropical fish 11. I think for now I will probably leave them. Do I want to name them or just I can also leave them as tropical fish, you know, and then we name them in game. Okay, so are we in the right project? Yes, we are. So we import here the. Now I have to select another. Yeah, skeleton, huh? Because this guy is the small skeleton. So the skeleton is a red-eye fish rig, because we will use only 2 skeletons in total. Red-eye fish. You know that thinking about it, we can probably even use 1, but anyway. I don't know. I had the idea that there are long fishes and short fishes, but actually, at the end we scaled them up. So yeah, this section is a bit low. It's actually only 512. We may decide to scale it up. And also, it doesn't have any normal map. It only has the diffuse. So it's a bit rough, really, as a. But anyway. These fishes are lower quality than the other ones for sure. They are, they are a bit more square. You see this line? This line is very rough, right? I may do some small changes. I mean, like, yeah, like this line is super rough, right? Super rough. So this guy really needs an additional loop here. Okay, I can just add it now. I mean, it's not a big deal. Also, you see that here this part is very flat. So it's been done a bit quickly, right? So I think that this fish is definitely lower quality than all the others that we have seen. Yeah, also it's very square on that side. I think I can just scale it. How is this scaling things? Median point. Slightly better because at least that is not so rough, but it's still rough, right? I mean, it is better, I guess. Crap. Yeah, these fishes are definitely lower quality than the other ones. They are also smaller, so maybe at the end they are okay. But you see this line, and now this line should be hopefully improved. And also overall the yeah, well, I mean, it is improved, but yeah, it's still kind of square, a bit square, right? It's a bit square. Mainly this part, which is really visible because is the forehead, right? It's still a bit square. I mean, I may improve. I mean, I may add just another loop. I mean, I don't need a full loop. I think I just need to cut off this tree, right? And this tree. I think I just need to subdivide that and yeah. And then just Okay, should be better now. I think now is better. It's still very simple model, but let me see if it's better or not for real. Yeah, now I'm happy. Yeah, now it's good. Now I think it's good. Before it was really too rough and it was showing too much. So yeah, so this will be a small fish, I guess, but still very nice. It moves well. The mouth is fine, so we didn't. I think we didn't break it, right? Because we just weighted everything on the same bone. Which is kind of a trick, but I think it's a good trick in this case. And also, I think that these fishes do not have the ability to open the mouth. Yeah, exactly. So the mouth is not really modeled. Like in the others, they are modeled. I mean, we may, round a bit this parts if we want, but I don't know if I want to spend the time. Let me see how that looks. Yeah, it looks a bit rough, right? So another work that we could do is to actually subdivide at least these pieces and make it, but I don't know. It will be anyway very small, so I mean here is really bad. I mean this one is fucking really bad. I mean I cannot look at it. The only problem is that it seems that this guy is not. Yeah, I would do at least these two. I would do. They are too bad, right? They are like not reasonable. Really not reasonable. Now here we have a problem with the texture that is finished, but I think we can go up to here. And maybe we can reduce a bit this guy. Not much, but just a bit. So that now our change here will be more evident, more smooth, right? Yeah, we have the texture, which is good. Yeah, slightly better. I mean, here is still like GG my boys. You see that the original texture actually was kind of like this, right? And then they had to cut it off because there was just not geometry for it. But okay, but now I think it's nicer. Now I think is very reasonable. I mean the I have a bit of a problem with the smoothing, right? There's this part of the front that is kind of weird. I mean, weird angles, but fine. Okay. Okay, I think that now. Yeah, I mean, we can spend, you know, we can spend how many hours we want on small fixes like that. So yeah, that is the previous version of this, and that is the new, right? So it's much nicer. It's way nicer. Yeah. Go and swim, my friend. Go and swim. Yeah, one thing that we can do, we can also then add the normal map that at the moment is missing. I think it will help, and also we have to check then the specular and other things. But I finished my time. It's kind of late, but I think we did good. So we did pretty much all the long fishes. We did all of them, and now we are going for the small ones, and one by one we will import them in and ensure that they are, you know, proper texture size and properly animated. And then when we have them all, I guess the point would be to give them names, so that we can use them in game and kind of do a mapping with the fishes that we already have in game, right? And then we have to do some work on, yeah, there's still a lot of stuff to do. Obviously. But anyway, thank you for watching, guys. You're very skilled with creating a game. I mean, yeah, I can do a few things, yeah, but a game like this requires, like, you know, dozens of people. So I really need dozens of people. One guy in his evenings, right, cannot really do much. So this is why I need you guys to help, if you can. Like, there is so much stuff you can do for the game, like story, dialogues, music, sounds, 3D models, programming. There is so much. But anyway, if not, I will do it myself. It's okay. I'm slowly progressing. And I will see you tomorrow. Tomorrow will be here. Tomorrow evening we will continue with this. So thank you for watching. See you tomorrow. Bye bye. Have a good night.